part of the package of incentives to enable Mozal made by the Mozambican authorities was an exemption from corporate tax. At the time, this was levied at 32%. And also, they were exempted from customs duties. The government simply applied a 1% levy on turnover from the project. Mozal was also supported by an investment protection agreement between South Africa and Mozambique, signed on the 6th of May 1997. What this agreement gave is reciprocal protection to investors from both countries to prevent expropriation and other interference from the host government. The project sponsors fostered an active engagement of both governments, the Mozambican government and the South African government, on the project, highlighting the difference between government support and government involvement. The sponsors wanted the support of the South African government, and they wanted the support of the Mozambican government, so that if any of these entities or sovereigns changed their minds, they could impose the agreements that had been reached. So it was really to deal with the political risk dynamics. But the sponsors were also very, very explicit in that they differentiated those activities from governments getting actively involved in the projects. They did not want the governments actively involved in the project. And the thinking in this respect was that seeking excessive government approval on Mozal would expose it to government involvement and interference, and that could result in deviation from the core project objectives. They didn't want active government involvement. The implementation of Mozal was spearheaded by a very senior person from BHP in Mozambique, and they interacted directly with the Mozambican government. The first task in these interactions was to manage the linkages on which the project was dependent, including restructuring of the border procedures and the importation of capital equipment and all the operational inputs for the project to commence.